All right, guys, I'm back. So, you remember I told y'all how my laptop was about to die? Well, it did. So, yeah, my bad about that. And then, Ready to Love Reunion Part 2 came on. So, I had to go ahead and watch that. So, thank y'all for coming back. So, where I left off at, let's see here. So, I think I was talking about the students after they got back from their quarantine school year and they were in the little quad catching up and all of that. And so I think I told you guys about how the student Julian and the teacher, and I can't refer to Google, but the teacher, she has like this blonde bob. She runs into Julian and the other two girls, Monet and Luna. They like basically bully the teacher because they're like, we don't care about your outfit having coffee on it because you messed up our Instagram story. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's interesting. So her name is Kate Keller. So I guess we can call her Miss Keller. And so another teacher, Miss Bergman, is that her name? Is this Miss Bergman? I'm not sure. We'll say it is. She's like, oh yeah, we have a meeting. So she's trying to put Miss Keller on save because I guess she be getting bullied too. And then come to find out, oh, all the teachers get bullied, and she got fired, and another teacher just got fired because y'all not doing what the students told y'all to do type shit. So basically, the teachers are bullied by the student population. So I'm like, oh, okay, that's interesting. And so they're basically in the teachers' lounge commiserating about the fact that they're bullied by these students and like, what could we possibly do to, get our power back and stuff like that. And so this teacher, um, she brings up, I'm sorry, y'all, my co-host is asleep and she's like kicking me. My bad. Okay. So she's like, she went to school with Dan and everyone else when the Gossip Girl site was going on the first time. And she was saying that, she was part of the class and everyone thought that she was Gossip Girl, but it turns out that Dan was, and there was a blog and, blah, 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 blah. And Gossip Girl pretty much ran, the Upper East Side teenage population, so to speak. So she basically put them on and somewhat encouraged them to use Gossip Girl, so to speak. It was her and another teacher. Another teacher actually directly insinuated it, but she kind of planted the seed, so to speak. So the teachers pretty much get on something like this must be like they advisory period in the morning. Like, what are y'all doing in the morning this long? With those two, but I'm like, whatever. So they all chilling in the teachers' lounge around the computer, reading old blogs and reading up on Blair and Chuck and everybody else. And so they're like, like I could see how this pretty much controlled them or whatever like that. So this is interesting, but how would we go about this if we did decide to do this? And so they started with Twitter. But unfortunately, Twitter doesn't pop like it did when it was new. So they put out a tweet about one of the teachers getting fired pretty much, and like one person liked it. So they had to go back to the lab and think that over. So they decided to make an Instagram page. So put a pin in that. So let's see here. Okay, so I told you about the half sisters. Okay, and okay, so up until my thoughts are order. Up until we see Big Sis and Little Sis, which is Julian and Zoya, in the restroom, we think that neither one of them have ever met, but know of each other and know that both of them are going to school. But because of the nature of how they came about, or more so how Zoya came about, they have like this alleged, beef or whatever. But really, it's more so their dads have beef. So basically, what happened was Zoya and Julian's mom was initially married to Julian's dad and had Julian. And so she, ran off, I guess, like 2 years after Julian was born and had Zoya. And so she died somewhere in between that. So I don't know if she like left and went to Zoya and them and died over there, or if it was like a fling and then she went back home. Like they didn't really get into all of that. So hopefully they will at some point. So I don't know, but yeah. So what we find out is in the bathroom, I'm thinking it's about to be like, like some showdown type shit, just my school bitch type shit. But it was actually like, oh my gosh, yay. And they got matching tattoos with like dots on the back of their neck. I don't know what that means, but I was very pleased to see that. I was like, wow, this is so amazing. Like, especially like transparent moment. I just found out I have a sister, like a little over a year ago, and she's 20. So we basically hit it off as soon as, she DM'd me. So, that's, it was good for me to see that moment. It didn't end up like that, unfortunately for them. Me and my sister are good, but on this show, they didn't seem to end up that way, but we'll get to that later. But yeah, that moment was great. So anyway, they have the matching tattoos and everything. Then we get back to the teachers in the teachers lounge, and the teachers are again, trying to perfect the new Gossip Girl website. And then this one is called Gossip Girl 2.0 original, right? And let's see here. Okay, again, I really don't like those friend bitches and what's up with the uniforms. That's what my note says. So, excuse me, I like the idea of the uniforms. Like the idea of the uniforms are really cute. I like their colors and everything. I'm a sucker for a schoolgirl look. I just love a good, cute schoolgirl look. But I don't know what the fuck they're doing exactly, because I'm talking about Julian had on like some booty shorts under a big t-shirt, and I was really confused. But again, they run the school, and then she's like famous, like she's a model, and her dad does something too. So I'm like, I guess they really ain't saying nothing to her. But she's like one of the coolest people though. Like she has her ways about her, I see, but she's still like out of her friend group, aside from her boyfriend, well, ex-boyfriend now. What's his name? Otto, I think. I don't know. We'll get to him. But aside from her ex-boyfriend, like she's like pretty much one of the nicest people on the show besides Zoya. So anyway, okay, so Julian convinces Zoya to hang out with her in the clique that evening on school night, of course. But see, they also grown, so they can do what they want to do. And Zoya's dad is like, well, because I guess her dad didn't really beef with the dad, which I mean makes sense, because he didn't. I guess he was more like got the girl instead of got left by the girl, like Julian's dad. So I guess he wouldn't be as mad. So he's like, he's cool with them building a relationship, whereas I guess Julian's dad is like, hell no, because Julian said that if her dad found out that Zoya went to their school, that he would pull her out. So it's real beef there. Okay. So, so anywho, she invites Zoya out, and it's like, come out, it's a school night, whatever, blah, blah, blah. It's cool though. And so she asked her dad, and she lied, talking about going to get some gelato or some shit. And he like, well, it's school night, so I'm gonna let you go out, till 9. And if you do that, then, I can trust you, and then we'll see if you can stay out later. And I was like, that's fair. Like I want to be that type of parent. Not with the side shit going on, but just, I want to be like a, diplomatic, give my child a chance type shit, because all children are created equally. That's what I need that, parents to understand. Like, you need to learn your child. All children don't need whoopings. All children don't need time out. All children don't, like, you just have to really know your child. So just, I appreciate him, taking time to know, be gentle with her, honest, to give her a chance. So that's what's up. So anywho, okay, so while all the cool kids basically are getting ready for the evening, that's when Gossip Girl is making her debut and shit. So she's starting to tag everybody, so their little phones going off and everything, and they like, who the fuck is this? But ain't nobody really tripping. And so then the teachers, again, so I already told you about the teachers meeting to, get the Gossip Girl 2.0 playing going. And so then my Ariana Grande song Positions, because I love me some Ariana Grande. So I was not surprised when Cherish, well, half of Cherish Twins on Encore said that, I'll give my song to Ariana Grande. I said, get it. Because see, Ariana Grande make grown Black woman music. I don't know if y'all listen to Ariana Grande, but I fucks with Ariana Grande. I know she looked like a little white girl, but she got pipes like a little Black girl. Well, excuse me, a grown Black woman, and she be singing grown Black woman music. So get into it. Anywho, so her song Positions playing while they showing up, everybody cute, you know what I'm saying, making their entrance and whatnot. And so little sis, she arrives in the little dress that big sis left at the doorman for her to wear. And she arrives at the same time as Boo Thang, which is what is his name? I know I wrote it down. Let me just refer to my little Google. Hopefully it's still open. I think it's Otto. What is his name? It is Obi. Otto Obi. Obi. It says Otto Obi. So we'll go with Obi because Obi is in parentheses. So that's probably what he goes by. And I think I did hear them say Obi. So Obi, they arrived at the same time. And when they initially met on the steps, when Julian invited Zoya out, Zoya saw a pin that Obi had on. And Obi's basically like kind of like a poor little rich boy, if you will. Like he's loved. I think he's the one that has two dads. I think that might be him from the opening credit. I think he's the one that has two dads. But maybe that's not him. I don't know. We'll stay tuned. I'll let y'all know in the next video. So anyway, he comes from he's like the wealthiest, I guess, out of everyone. And he's very humble. And so he's, heart of gold type guy for the earth, tree hugger kind of guy, but filthy rich, but again, very humble. So I guess he's part of some type of club or group or organization that Zoya is familiar with. And when they meet on the elevator, they kind of chop it up or whatever. And I'm like, I'm feeling the tension. You can kind of cut it with a knife just a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Teenage love type shit, but okay. And so as soon as they get off the elevator and he make eye contact with his gal, big sis, he remembers, oh shit, let me hurry up and give little sis this pen before I go kick it with big sis, because I know once I go over to kick it with big sis, it's over with for that shit. And I'm like, niggas ain't shit at any age, any race, any time. No. Because at the end of the day, even though I like you, Obi, you know what you were doing. And if you did want to give it to her, you should have gave it to her in front of fucking sister. So I like you, but that was fucked up. But anyway, so then they go meet up with everybody else. And again, bitch 1, 2, and 3 are doing what they do. They are like the worst. Like I cannot stand Monet, Audrey, and Luna. That's their names. I do not like them. Like they are out for blood when it comes to Zoya. And I just don't know why. Like, why are y'all beefing so hard on this little girl? And it's like, I know that when you're an upperclassman, once you hit junior year, you grown, and it's like, fuck freshmen. Because like when Luna was like, I don't even see freshmen. When she saw her, she took me out with that. She was like, she was like, I don't even see freshmen. I don't know what you're talking about. I was dead, because when I was a senior, that's kind of how I was. Not to that extreme, of course. But I literally, unless you were like a relative or a friend's relative, like a freshman, like even to this day, I went to Germantown. Oh, when were you there? Oh, I graduated, or just say like, oh, I was a fresh. Okay, I graduated in 2007. So then that means that a freshman would have been a freshman, in 2006, 2007 school year. So they were like, oh, I started in 2006. Oh, you started in 2006? Oh, no, I don't know you. Like, it wouldn't even be a thought. Because, like, I don't know you. Like, what the fuck did I have in common with a freshman? You know what I'm saying? Like, when you're grown, 3 years is nothing. Like 3 years is like you really don't even feel that for real. But in high school, 3 years is a major difference. Like a major difference. So anyway, it's like I get that you don't really pay freshmen too much attention and you think you're cooler than them. I get all of that, but it's like they really be beefed out with this girl. Like, and it's like, damn, ugh. But they really be beefed out with everybody because they be bullying teachers too. But anyway, so let's see. Okay, yeah. So the blonde chick, Audrey, I didn't really understand her until the end. And so I'll just kind of just let you know what was up with her. So she's dating the one guy with the pink hair. She was the one at the beginning that was having sex. And she has this phrase like, I'm sorry it's taking me so long. And I guess it's supposed to be sexy. To me, it sounds like you tired as hell and you trying to get it over with. And that doesn't sound sexy. But then when he's like, it's cool, we was in quarantine the whole time, she was like, you usually like when they take a long time. And I'm like, I'm so confused. So then we fast forward and like the Chuck Bass kind of guy, he gives me like bisexual Chuck Bass vibes. Like he's just hella sexy for no reason, but weird and like on drugs at the same time. So like I don't get it. He makes me feel weird, but like intrigued. I don't know. It's weird. Kind of like Chuck Bass did. Like Chuck Bass was like funny looking and like an asshole. And I think he was alcoholic. I don't think he did drugs. I think he drank a lot. I might go back and watch Gossip Girl after this season is over. I don't know. But I know Chuck had some type of problems. But I was so intrigued by him and I loved him so much. And I loved him and Blair. And I was so happy that they got together and had a little baby at the end. But anyway, so he was having this like kind of three-way situation going on in the little club. And I'm like, what type of fucking club is this where teenagers, clearly 16, 17, and freshmen, obviously like 14, what type of club can these kids get into on a school night where they can just go drink? Talking about some olives or twists. Like, how do you even have the option? How do you even have the option to give her that option? Like, what is this? Like, do clubs look? If I have any people that watch this, any naysayers that watch this, and y'all know about clubs like that in New York that do that, let me know so that. Because I'm getting older, and so it may be, teenagers coming up after me, and if I just need to know these things so they don't go there, because that's weak. Because no, because just no, like just no, this shit crazy. So anyway, they're there, getting their drink on and shit. So he's in between this guy and this girl, and they kissing, and he's got like this tablet on his tongue or whatever. Again, drugs. I don't fucking know. So anywho, the Aubrey chick, she's like, checking out the scene, like she's kind of jealous, like, and I'm like, but see, I thought you went with dude with the pink hair, so I'm confused. And so then they have this exchange, and I was still confused. That's why I can't really tell you what happened right there, because I was confused and I didn't really just feel like keep rewinding it. So I was like, we'll figure it out later. And so come to find out, okay, well, before I conclude that part, the boyfriend with the pink hair, and I can't think of his name, he and Clayton, that's the Chuck Bass guy, Clayton. Oh wait, no, it's not. It's Max. Who is Clayton? Damn. Okay, I'm sorry. I've been giving y'all wrong information. Who is Clayton? Okay, so this is Max. This is Max. Okay, I'm talking about Max. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. So who is the dude with the pink hair? Is this Jason? I don't think so. Well, I'll let y'all know pink hair dude name in the next video. But Max, I think this is him. Oh, man. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. His name is gonna be Chuck today, okay? Like I said, the next video, I'm gonna be on my shit next video. Like I said, y'all, I'm getting back in YouTube. This is my second show I'm reviewing. I started with Love and Hip Hop Atlanta season 10, episode 1. Go check that out. And now we're about to do Gossip Girl. So I'm doing the best I can. I need to get me a ring light and shit. Like, just work with me here, people. Work with me. Next video, I'll let you know who's who. Right now, the sexy bisexual dude is Chuck today, and the pink hair dude is gonna be the pink hair dude. Okay. So the pink hair dude and Chuck were in, I guess, Chuck's closet, and they were trying on clothes for maybe was it for the event that night? I feel like it may have been something else. But anywho, they're trying on clothes, and so pink hair dude was gonna go in another room for some privacy so he could try his clothes on. And Chuck was like, "Where you going? The mirror's in here." And so he's like, "Okay." And so then they have like this real sensual, like undressing scene and shit. And so Aubrey, is that her name? Shit. Yes. Audrey. Audrey. Audrey is outside and she's all turned on and shit, watching them undress simultaneously. And I'm like, I knew it. I was like, something. Oh, and I forgot to tell y'all. Oh, how did I forget that? Okay, so after Audrey and Chuck had the little exchange, because it was weird. Like I said, it was confusing. I didn't really know what was going on. But after they had the exchange, she was trying to give her the pills. She was like, F you, and walked off. And so then she goes and grabs her boyfriend, I'm assuming a pink hair dude, and takes him behind the curtain somewhere and, like, you know, strongly suggests that he gives her cunnilingus, and he does. And she's like watching the other guy, you know. And I can't remember if he ever saw her or not, but I know she was watching him the whole time. And I was like, yeah, something is up with this, and I'm confused. But okay. And so then, okay, so after all of that, we find out that all these names. We find out that Audrey, Chuck, and pink hair dude are going to at some point have some type of three-way going on. But see, how they kind of foreshadow it on this episode is we saw, okay, like I said, we just saw them undressing. We saw the bisexual dude wanting pink hair dude to stay in there with him. We see pink hair dude stay in there with him. Then we see Audrey watching them all like, yes, turned on, sexy, seductive like. Then we see okay, so then Audrey and pink hair dude having them a little moment. She hit him with that whack ass, "I'm sorry it's taking me so long" ass line again. And then he's like, you know, it's okay if you think about him. Oh. And so she tries at first to play dumb, but then he just continued doing what he doing. And then eventually she just, I guess, started thinking about him. And it's funny because he started thinking about him too, child. And I was like, I was not ready for that at all. And I'm like, whoo, okay. That's some HBO Max type shit right there. Okay. So then we have okay, so Gossip Girl blows up the spot that Lil Sis is actually Lil Sis, because again, the girls have been playing this whole we don't know each other thing for, you know, pretty much everyone except them. The school, their parents, their friends, everything. And so Gossip Girl knows because one of the Gossip Girls, because as we know by now, Gossip Girl is a collective of the bullied and henpecked teachers who are basically seeking revenge on the students they have no control over. And so Miss Keller, she's one of the Gossip Girls. And so she was the one who interviewed Zoya. And so she blew up the spot, you know, when she found out, and I can't remember how she found out, but she found out that they were sisters and blah, blah, blah. And so she blew that spot up. And so that happens while they're at the club. And everyone's mad at Julian because they're like, damn, Julian, you didn't tell us. And then Zoya's scared as hell because she's like, well, I can't afford to be here without the scholarship. And, you know, that's, you know, messed up. Like, because she really thinks that she got in on an actual scholarship, period. But actually, her big sister somehow used daddy's money to pay her way to the school. So that's how that happened. And so now she's scared and she's embarrassed and she's like, you know, it's just a lot going on. So yeah, so that goes on. And then boyfriend Obi, he's really hurt because he's like, you could have told me. Because of course, a significant other always gonna be hurt because you always feel like you be pillow talking and I'm your everything and I got to tell you everything and how could you not tell me type shit. So he all in his feelings and he like, I'm finna go. And so then little sis like, I'm finna go with you. And I'm like, wrong road, little sis, wrong road. Wrong road, little sis, wrong road. Like you and little buddy getting a little too close too quick. You just got here and said, well, I said, oh boy, you wrong. Cause see, you the one that's in the relationship with big sis and you a little older than little sis and little sis just got here. She young and vulnerable by herself and all these bitches is coming for her and all this. So as nice as you may be, you're kind of still on the fuck nigga Richter scale. So just, we'll get back with you later. So anyway, they walk out and it's raining and shit, of course. And she has to be home by 9. It's only 8:03. And he's like, well, I live right here. You can come to where I live and I'll put your dress in the sauna and you can just chill and wait out the storm. And she look at her phone and she like, okay, cool, yeah. And so they go. And I'm like, these people be coming up with the corniest excuses. So he's like, yeah, because she's like, okay, where can I change? And so he's like, oh, my mom would kill me if I got these floors wet. Really? That's the best you could do. Like I said, you really like kind of on the fuck nigga Richter scale. Like, because I don't even know. Really? A floor wet? You can't dry it? Like, can't take your shoes off? You can't like dry off a little bit? Like, come on now. Like, come on now. Like, come on now. I don't even know what that was supposed to mean, OB. So anyway, so they end up changing back to back. And he's like, I won't look. You have my word. And I'm like, okay, well, fuck nigga. Thanks. So they end up changing or whatever. And one of the gossip girls who is a teacher, he's a male teacher. I can't remember his name again. I'll holler at y'all with that next video. But he's outside in the fucking around like a crazy stalker, peeping Tom ass, pedophile ass nigga taking pictures of them, for the gossip girl. And so then he goes over Miss Keller's house and he's like, I'm such a pervert. I can't believe I took this picture. We should delete it. And then she's like, no, let's keep it because we're committed to being gossip girls because we're too fucking scared to stand up to the students and we can't get a better job because I don't know, because we're white and we should be able to get a better job, but I don't know. So yeah, let's do it. So then they do it and it pretty much blows everything up because it's like, wow, like I'll take your man, sis. Like that's pretty much the narrative that's going around. And so Julian is unbothered. She's like, look, it's my sister, just some bull, whatever. But of course, news travels fast and kids are messy, especially ones at elite white schools at the Upper East Side of New York. So they get there and it's like half the people are mad, half the people are glad, whatever. But basically ain't nobody fucking with Zoya. And so anywho, Julian devises a plan to get ahead of Gossip Girl because she's like, okay, Gossip Girl is doing a lot. First, you blowing up the spot that, I basically paid for my sister's scholarship. Now, you trying to make it seem like my sister is messing with my boyfriend. So we're going to have to figure something out. So she decides to, basically make it seem like she and Zoya have fallen out or whatever, and that it's basically trying to make it seem like they out there on the out, so it's nothing really you can do to us type shit because I'm fucking her no way, so find something else to do type shit. But unfortunately her little clan, they decided that's not good enough because she's like, oh, basically I'm walking in the fashion show and I'm just pretend like she's not like she's invited, but then she's not invited. So then she'll be mad and embarrassed and we'll have like falling out or whatever. And people will see it and they like, whatever, that ain't good enough. So then they're like, whatever, they go devise their own plan, which was like crazy to me. Like they sit up here and figure out a way to get this girl's phone from her. They didn't like bump into her. The Monet girl bumps into her. They drop phones. She switched the phone. Then she sends some picture from Zoya's phone to everybody. And I can't remember if they actually showed the picture because I can't remember what the picture was supposed to be. But whatever it was, it sent to, they airdropped it to everyone there. And while Julian was walking, they pretty much had, because the clan was like, oh, because I guess you weren't supposed to have phones in there, and so they were like, oh, I know who sent that picture. I know who took the picture. It was that girl. So then they sent, they sent security to escort Zoya up out of there. And Zoya all confused and shit. Excuse me. Zoya all confused and shit. Because she like, the hell going on? First of all, she gets a notification like, Zoya, I'm Zoya. I didn't send this. What's going on? Then she has security show up and they like, we need you to come with us. And she like, okay, why? But okay. And so then she and Julian make eye contact on her way out. And Julian basically makes it seem like she's okay with her being escorted out and whatever. And she sets fire to the stage and, you know, Tyra Banks' ass back on down the stage or whatever, back on down the runway. And so they meet outside afterwards, and Julian is basically like, well, you know, this is what's going on. This is how it's going to be. I'm Big Sis. We're going to play it like this. It's going to be everything, going to be everything. And Zoya was like, no, the fuck it's not. I'm sad. I'm upset. You set me up. They set me up. I'm embarrassed. It's a lot going on. I'm upset. What the fuck? And so Julian was like, well, look, bitch, you can get with it or get lost. And then Zoya was like, all right, then deuces. And so, okay, so Zoya going about her way. Julian hops in the back of her car. Obi is back there. And he basically was like, look, sis. Or excuse me, not sis. Look, boo. You are not the same person I met. It is not me. It is definitely you. And I don't like how you treat your sister. I don't like the fact you lied to me. I don't like the fact you always got that fucking phone in my face trying to put me on Instagram story. I'm fucking out of here. And so he got out the car in the damn middle of the street. And Julian is like, damn, I lost my sister and my nigga in like 5 minutes. Like, what is going on in my life? And so, yeah, then we see fast forward. See, I missed a part because I had started looking at my notes. I just started going off memory. Hold on, y'all, because see, we can't solely depend on this memory all the time like that. Okay. Okay, shit. Yeah, so they basically declared war, meaning the sisters. And yeah, so that was pretty much it. Yeah, so then we have a scene at the end of the episode where they're at school and it's a new day. And excuse me, Julian and her clan, Monet and Luna, are up there at the top of the school and sitting high, looking low. And Zoya comes and Obi shows up, you know, behind her not too long after. And she basically, you know, invited herself to some event, whatever the little pin is, where he was going, or I guess, yeah, something like that. She pretty much invites herself to wherever he was going with that. And he was like, sure. And it was just one of those, like, I like you, you like me type vibes. And I was like, well, damn, like, that's some interesting shit. Like, I know you mad at old girl, but damn, you had to go get with her little sister just like that. Like, you just broke up with her yesterday. Like, wow, cold-blooded. So, anywho, that's my review, y'all. This channel has been long as hell, and it's 2 videos. So, I appreciate y'all sticking with me. I hope y'all like it. I'm liking the show. I'm gonna give it a chance. Like I said, I really enjoyed the original Gossip Girl. So I'm gonna stick with it. So you guys like, comment, and subscribe, share, and I love you guys. And again, you guys are my naysayers. I am Naisha. This is the Naisha B Show. You are a naysayer. If you like, comment, and subscribe. So welcome. So, yeah. So, and again, thanks for watching this. Hello, XTHSNRX. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that, but hello. I thank you guys for watching, and yeah, until next time. Toodles.